What's up? This is the one and only Cousin Blaze. I haven't said that in a while. And I'm here to present you my character wish list for Season 2 of BlazBlue Cross-Tag Battle. Because the recent trailer for this game has been really fucking underwhelming. Just being straight up blunt. It practically showed nothing other than a tease at the end that could be Naruto Kurigane's voice. Some people are saying it's Hyde, but it sounds a lot more like Naruto. So I believe that Naruto Kurigane is possibly in this game. And if so, good shit, Mori. And honestly, it kind of gave me some hope for certain characters to make it in. Which is pretty much why I compiled my character wish list for Season 2. And I probably already spoiled Hibiki, but no shit that I want Hibiki. I mean, it should be no surprise. But still, there are 9 other characters that you probably won't even know that I actually want, and even if you do, you probably don't know why I would want them. So with that said, cue the intro. We're gonna start on this list at a kind of surprising note because I don't play this character at all. But at the same time, I do like this character when it comes to the plot and just character wise. It is Kagura Mutsuki from the BlazBlue series. The reason why I chose Kagura Mutsuki is because I really enjoy his character. He's the laid back, sleazy ass Black Knight who at some point in the story of Chrono Phantasma, you could argue he was the protagonist over Wagner. Overall, I always liked Kagura Mutsuki's character, always found him to be pretty enjoyable and hilarious, and just overall a really cool character. I would love to see him in the game. I feel like at this point he has become one of the more popular BlazBlue characters as well. Also, he's a charged character, but they might change that if he ever gets in. But I feel like he can still be a pretty unique character in his own way, and Cross-Tag definitely. Next up for number 9, I have, which is probably a fucking shocker to you, I have Rise Kuchikawa from Persona 4 Arena Ultimates. The reason, and probably the only reason being real, why I want Rise to be in is because she was my pocket troll character in Persona 4 Arena Ultimates back in the day. I love playing this character just because of JB. That shit was great. I love harassing players with JB. It was great. It was some great shit, man. But anyways, in all honesty, it felt weird knowing that Rise didn't make it in, even though they had all of these other Persona 4 characters that made it into Cross-Tag, with the exception of Teddy. It just fell off. I would just really love to have Rise being playable in this game. You know, sometimes I gotta have a little pocket troll character just to fuck around, you know, not really care. I can just turn my brain off and just play this character and just say love and peace or some shit that she would say in that game, man. Oh my god. Anyways, let's go to number 8. For number 8, this is a character from Ruby, and I never really watched Ruby outside of the first episode, fight clips on YouTube here and there of the show. Other than that, I don't watch Ruby, but there has been one character that genuinely has been piquing my interest, and that is Roman Torchwick. The main reason I want Roman to be in this game is because of that fucking fedora. You know, I'm just being straight up honest, man. I don't know, man. Maybe I have a fucking fetish for fedoras. I don't know. Oh god, oh no. But in all seriousness, he just has some of that Hazama energy. I can just tell from his cocky expressions and the way he talks, just how arrogant he is. He kind of has that Hazama swagger. Plus the way he fights is pretty interesting too. He uses a cane, I believe. I think he can be like a mid zoning type of character. I don't know if they intend to make any Ruby characters, and again, I don't watch the series at all, but if I had to choose, I would definitely go with Roman. Next up for number 7, I have Seth from Under Night in Birth, and this should be no surprise because I've pretty much alluded to the fact that I wanted Seth in Mori's plan. But yeah, Mika got in over Seth. Sorry. No, I do understand that some people say that Seth possibly cannot really work in Cross-Tag Battle, and I can see why, because his range is not that great. But on the flip side, I feel like that's one of the reasons you should have him in the game. He can bring a layer of uniqueness into the overall roster. Let's take Akihiko for a second. I feel like Akihiko is one of the more polarizing characters in the roster when it comes to the overall balance. He's just simply one of those characters that is so honest, just so honest, but if he gets that one hit, got good confirmed, he does explosive amounts of damage. And he's one of those characters that by himself may be the struggle for a bit because of how the gameplay mechanics are with push block and whatnot. But if he has a good assist, if he has good synergy with a certain character, it can really bring the character's potential even further out. And I feel like Seth could possibly be one of those characters where if you pair him up with a certain other character with really great assists and just tools to work with, that can really bring out the potential in Seth. On that alone, I just feel like Seth could be one of those characters that could be really interesting and pretty much shake up the meta, maybe. But we have to wait and see if he does get confirmed. Next up on my list is probably a no-brainer. It's going to be Terumi from BlazBlue. I know some people have been saying that we already have Hosma, and it's no secret that I prefer Hosma over Terumi, but we can't just act like Terumi is not a relevant character at all. He's pretty much the main central antagonist of the entire BlazBlue franchise. And there was a time that I pocketed Terumi back in Chrono Phantasma. I don't really play Terumi anymore in Central Fiction, but I'm hoping that maybe in Cross Tag, if he does get confirmed, he can become one of those characters I can just pocket for fun. If Terumi comes back, maybe Danny Antagonist can come back to play this game again. So we have to wait and see. Next up, we have number 5. We're getting to the mid ones now. It's going to be Junpei Iori from Persona 4 Arena. You probably didn't expect that at all, but if you actually been following me in my older days of YouTube when I was playing Persona 4 Arena Ultimate, you would probably know that I really love playing Junpei. But honestly, that's kind of a lie because Junpei was a struggle in that game. Let's be real. Just trying to get victory cry all the fucking time. But still, I love playing Junpei because why? He's the man! Why wouldn't I play Junpei? Still to this day, he's my favorite Persona character of all time. But, oh god, Junpei is just a struggle in that game. And hopefully, if he does get in cross-tag battle, I'm just hoping he becomes a character. I just hate the fact that he has to score 10 runs in order for him to get Victory Cry to become a character, to have actual good damage and whatnot. Even though gameplay wise it's such a hassle to play him, I still find him a pretty fun character, and he's still definitely a character I would love to see in cross-tag battle, maybe getting a revamp and maybe a complete removal of the Victory Cry system and just pretty much incorporate it already into his moveset. I would love that a lot. If he does get confirmed for season 2, I would be very excited to see my boy, the man, come back. Next up is a character I know you guys are going to hate that I want to be in this game. It's going to be Byakuya from Under Night and Birth. I can already hear y'all, I know, but you know what?
I don't give a shit.
This is my personal list. I want my web spider boy to be in this game. It's simply because I love playing Byakuya in Under Night and Birth. I just love harassing people with webs, with frame traps and whatnot. He'd be easily one of those type of characters that can really synergize with characters like maybe New 13. But being honest here, it would be really fucking hilarious if Byakuya has a interaction of some sort with Yuri Kami, because he looks so identical to him, so that can be pretty funny as well. Next up for number 3 is a character you probably hate as well, if not even more so, is Erica Wagner from, again, Under Night and Birth. I know, you guys don't like these characters, but again, I don't care, it's my list. I'm sorry guys, but I got an Under Night and Birth ST back in Christmas time. Wagner has easily become my main. She's just an awesome character, gameplay wise and story wise. She is fucking ruthless, and gameplay wise I love her oppressive block strings, is just amazing. I'll be so happy and excited if Wagner does indeed make into this game. You would have no idea. I would fucking celebrate. I would fucking flip a table. Next up for number 2, we're going down now. Number 2, probably already know, Dottie Tohru. Again, a character I don't understand why this character is not in this game already. I don't understand, I really don't. But back in the day in Persona 4 Arena Ultimate, he was again one of my pocket characters, somewhat of a secondary in a way, but more so a pocket character along with Rise. But Adachi in that game was really fun. I really loved playing Adachi in that game. He just had so many interesting tools with frame traps, and I loved his combo routes. Everything about Adachi was pretty damn fun. Because before even Cross Tag even came out, I always had this dream team of Hosma and Adachi together, just working as one or interacting. in some kind of crossover. So when Cross Tag got announced, I was so excited. I was like, holy shit, we're probably gonna have a Hazama and Adachi in one game. Well, we have Hazama, but we don't have Adachi. So, but I'm hoping that this time Mori will come to his senses and finally add in Adachi. He's a fan favorite, and I do understand that there's some other Persona characters that more people would want to have over Adachi, but for me personally, I want Adachi. I just need Adachi to be in, please. And before we go to the obvious number one, I do have some honorable mentions here and there. My first honorable mention is Susanoo, the meme, must die. Do I even need to explain why? Someone already made a mod of him being playable in Cross-Act, so maybe Mori would just say fuck and make it a reality. I wouldn't mind. Next up is Hilda from Under Night in Birth. She's pretty much the central antagonist of Under Night, so I feel like if you want more antagonist representation, definitely put her in the game. Not a character I earnestly play, again with Susanoo, but again, from a character standpoint, I wouldn't mind as well. It would make a lot of sense. Lastly, probably Izanami. Again, I don't play this character, but again, she has so much weight in the overall plot of the story. So I wouldn't mind, like I said before, that I thought that Izanami should have been in this game over Nine the Phantom, but it is what it is. Now for number one, we all know who it is. My boy, Hibiki Kohaku from BlazBlue. The boy that Mori wants to reject so fucking much for some fucking reason. Well, actually, the reason is because he's not a fucking waifu, but anyways. But I have been so vocal. I will never give up. I will never lose hope in my boy Hibiki. Maybe this is finally the time where Hibiki can finally be in this fucking game. I need Hibiki in this game. I'm sorry. Blake was just not cutting it out for me. I will admit that Blake had some really interesting combos and tools in her kit and whatnot. I do admit that. But nothing can beat an Azuna drop for me. I'm so sorry. I would love to see Hibiki in this game. I think Hibiki can have so much awesome potential in this game. What I imagine the most is Hibiki doing a Azuna drop and doing an at the switch and whatnot. I just feel like that alone would be so amazing to do, and the possibilities and subs behind it as well. I feel like Hibiki could be possibly one of those characters like Carmine that can really benefit from the mechanics of this game. And just because in BlazBlue Central Fiction he's pretty much like my main or secondary main, but whatever. I just want Hibiki in the game, please. I need my boy Hibiki. Mori, please just pull the trigger and you will have no idea how happy I will be. I'll probably play this game 24/7 now if he was in. But yes, that's my entire list of characters that I would love to see making it for season 2. And again, I don't expect every single character in this list to make it in, but I'm just hoping for at least a select few characters, especially Hibiki and Adachi, to get confirmed to be playable. I would really be ecstatic, and I can see myself playing the game a lot more if those characters happen to be in, because right now I barely play the game now. So, but with that said, I would like to know what kind of characters you would love to see in Cross-Act Battle, because I'm sure there are other characters that you may want in this game that I don't want, you know, or maybe I missed, I don't know. Also, before you guys go, I just want to say I'm so thankful for the support of you guys and seeing how this channel has grown, and I'm very close to 5,000 subscribers. I know in this day and age of YouTube it's probably nothing. To me, it's a huge milestone, and I'm hoping that soon enough we'll reach that goal. So with that said, I want to have a Q&A video. So if you have any question that you want to ask me, I want you to listen in the comments below, and I'll answer your questions in the Q&A video as part of the 5,000 subscriber special. It can be pretty much any question. So with that said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, and I hope you have a wonderful day.